Eddie Hearn pushes back on Gervonta Davis being the new face of boxing, says Canelo Alvarez is making way more than anybody else, maybe besides Anthony Joshua. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live and drop a video. And he gonna advocate for Canelo Alvarez regardless, no matter how you cut the cake or how you slice it, whatever you want to say. He's gonna advocate for Canelo. But you know, if Gervonta did 1.2 million and Canelo and Ryder, you know, failed to do half of that, then it's a case to be made that Gervonta Davis the new face of boxing. Now people could say, well, Canelo got the money, but the money don't make you the best. You know, it's kind of like they made Deshaun Watson the highest paid quarterback in the National Football League. Do that make him better than Patrick Mahomes? No. You know what I'm saying? It don't. So, you know, when people talk about money, you know, being a barometer for who's the best at the sport, I mean, somebody can make more money than you in the sport, and still 10, 20 years down the line, somebody else can have more money than you. Vinny Johnson is almost worth $1 billion, the microwave from the Pistons back in the day. He invested his money the right way. Don't, you know, money, you know, a lot of people want to measure a man by money. You can't measure a dude by money. That's shallow. That's shallow as hell. You know, but, you know, people who think money everything, there's a lot of people with money who ain't even happy. You know, there's some people that put emphasis on money being a criteria. That's what women do. And women get with a dude with a bunch of money and still don't be happy. So that should let you know something. But, I mean, you can point to what Canelo did millions a lot of times with Floyd Mayweather. You know, he did millions with Gennady Golovkin previously. You know, you can go on and on and on and talk about different ones. He did $1 million with Chavez. So, you know, some people will say, well, Gervonta got to follow this up. And the belief is Gervonta Davis is not going to follow it up with the best possible fight out there. So, you know, but people can point out right now, Canelo, you know, they say Canelo and Plant did like 600,000-700,000. I heard they didn't do that much. His numbers on the zone, they ain't not available. But we already know ain't nobody ordering the zone for real. You know, he ain't doing the numbers that Tank just did on with Ryan Garcia. But then again, his wallet says he bigger. You know, both of them got co-signed by Floyd Mayweather. That might be the hidden thing about it. You know, Canelo Alvarez was aligned with a bunch of Mayweather, you know, fight cards, double features. You know what I'm saying? He ended up fighting them. You know what I'm saying? Also, he had great exposure on Free Mexican TV that also helped him. But looking for Eddie Hearn to give an objective opinion about one of his fighters is just impossible. It's really not his job, too. It's not his job, too. You know, he supposed to speak positive. When Canelo wasn't with him, it was a PED user and abuser. He was bad for the sport. Now he with him. Then he changed his tone. It's his job. But, you know, Tank got urban America on lock. You know, Canelo got Latin America on lock. Neither one of them have white America on lock. You know what I'm saying? So, but, you know, Tank got to follow up. Canelo did million time and time again in the past, but right now it's the fights that he giving us people don't want to see. But Jesus said, give a fuck about a play hater. Hit him with the tool, flush his whole radiator. I give a fuck about John Ryder, bro. Unless you Mexican and you know, it's all sporting event, man, bro. If you sit there and watch that John Ryder bullshit Saturday, go get a life. Unless you Mexican or some shit, man. Go get a life. Like, I'm not in the business of watching something that you know what the fuck gonna happen. You hear all the British people talking about, well, you know, if Grove said it right, his punch put is high and right, man, get the fuck out of here. We know what this is, bro. If I want to rewatch something, I rewatch Friday and next Friday. Friday after next. Then I watch Friday again. Then I watch next Friday and Friday. Like, I know what's going to happen. Anytime Canelo step up to the Euro level, go to the Euro level, you know what's going to happen. It's going to be a one-sided ass beating. Instead of giving the fans what they want to see, is the Dimitri Bivol rematch. You know what I'm saying? That would have made an interesting Cinco de Mayo. But other than that, man, I wish I wouldn't even disrespect myself by streaming that fight. And I don't even imagine anybody that would spend their money on that. Even if somebody gave them money to spending on it. Bro, go get a fifth of Hennessy or some shit. 2 fifths. Get a gallon. Shit, go to Benihana's, man. Get double your rice. Fuck would you even think about spending money on that fight? What would you even watch that fight for? Get a life. Go take that money and trick on some ass. Shit, I ain't even no advocate of that. But shit, I'd rather do that than sit there and watch Canelo, bro, fight John Ryder. Shit, I wish he was fighting Knight Rider. Shit, maybe I'll tune in for that. But yeah, man, I don't give a fuck about that fight, man. Like I said, he good on the Latin America. He good, you know, on the west side of America. You know what I'm saying? Southern California, Texas, New Mexico. He good that way. Santa Fe. He good over there, man. Nobody give a fuck about no Canelo Alvarez. Most people wouldn't even know who he was in America if it wasn't for Floyd. Obviously, you can make the case for Gervonta Davis, but right now, you know, you got to be real. Canelo's still the face of boxing. You know, you got to be real. Canelo's still the face of boxing. And that's what it is. Tank Davis got to follow it up, you know, and continue to excel or extend the ranks. But what you expect Eddie Hearn gonna say? No matter what the argument is or what favors his fighter, that's the angle he gonna play. You know, and I, you know, kind of really think about, like, what type of numbers is he really getting on the zone? That's a great question. What type of numbers he really doing on the zone? Real talk. That's what I want to know. What type of numbers he really doing on the zone? Is it worth the return? Is he bringing a return? Or they just, you know, keeping him around there because it's cool and it sound cool and it's, you know, are they making a profit? They know, they said he took less money to make this fight happen versus John Ryder, so who knows? But yeah, I still say Canelo the face of boxing. She can make a case that Floyd Mayweather is still the face of boxing. You literally can make that case that Mayweather's still the face of boxing. So, but of course Eddie Hearn is always gonna say that. You know, it was, you know, of course he always gonna say, but he's irrelevant. He just re-signed with his own. So he just read that with his own, but shit, he losing fighters and shit, and it's just, to this point, you just, like, I don't even know why people turn on to the zone. Ain't nothing worth watching on there. Fuck am I turning on for? And people be watching it, I'm like, damn, man, all that shit you could be doing in the world, my nigga, y'all watching the zone? Shit, half of Showtime shit I don't watch, be honest. Real talk. Even with Top Rank. Some of the shit I don't care about watching no Richard Comey and Jose Ramirez and shit, dude. A lot of this programming they put on in boxing is just ass. Why would I waste my Saturday night? Bare minimum, I could be catching Z's. All this talent they got in boxing and they can't consolidate it because other promoters don't want to make other promoters rich. Some bullshit. It's great fights to be made in almost every division. But you get a Saturday night Cinco de Mayo, and you get Canelo beating up a Euro bum. Last week, I don't even know if anybody fought last week. Virgil Ortiz, they only supposed to fight. Nobody fought last week. I don't even think nobody fight next week. Doesn't matter. I think maybe Rolly fight next week. Ugh. You know what I'm saying? Dennis Devin and Lomachenko. Like, bruh, You got all these fighters who ain't fought. All these open fight dates. You know, all these open fight dates. And we got a bunch of fighters, Charlo twins, Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Gary Russell Jr. You know, you ain't seen Leo Santa Cruz yet. It's a bunch of motherfuckers you ain't seen this year. You know what I'm saying? Dimitri Bivol, Jaime. I don't know if Jaime Munguia fought this year yet. It's a bunch of guys who ain't fought this year, man, that you ain't Keith Thurman, you ain't seen. You know, who ain't fought since last summer, spring, or some shit like that. And we got weekends going by with Canelo fighting John Ryder, where ain't nobody else fighting. You know what I'm saying? You got weekends and nothing going by when you got a whole bunch of fighters that should be fighting. It's crazy, but I would still say Canelo, the face of boxing, and Eddie Hearn right, because Tank Davis got to follow that shit up. So, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check the Boxing Moves playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.